And welcome to Channel 19 as we bring you Sterling Lady Knights basketball as they take on the Woodbury Thundering Herd, as Sterling entering this game 8-6 and 2-3 in the division. And we take a Woodbury, who are 11-2 overall and undefeated in their own division too.
Take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings. Haddon Heights at top of the division, 12-1 overall, 4-0 in the division, followed by Haddon Township, 10-1 overall, 4-1 in the division. West Deptford right below them, 8-6 overall. Sterling also 8-6, but they're 2-3 in the conference. West Deptford is 2-2. Haddonfield 8-5, 2-3 in the conference, and Collingswood 4-9, winless in the conference.
And take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings. Woodbury leads that, of course, in their division. They are undefeated overall, 11-2. Gateway trails right behind, 3-1 and 7-6 overall. Gloucester Lions also follow them, 4-6 overall, 3-2 in the division. Paulsboro 1-2, 2-7. Then Audubon 1-3 and 1-9.
Take a look at Sterling, 7-5. They're fifth in the Colonial Liberty. Their offense putting up 41 points a game. And then take a look here. Sterling leads the series 15-0. Woodbury's last win was in 1980. That's 42 years ago. Coach Willie Murray won the game 44-42. Was a close one back in 1980.
And take a look at some of the keys to the game. Solid team defense. Value every possession and rebounding. We saw rebounding in that last game. The last game that Sterling had, not last game that Sterling had, but the last home game that Sterling had against Delran, and it was a major problem for Sterling.
It really turned the tide of the second half for Delran. As you look at our starters right here being introduced.
As Sterling starters are Tori Wilsey, Randa Pelkak, Bridget Dixon, Mackenzie McDonald, and Erin Quinn. The two seniors, Wilsey and Pelkak, and the rest sophomores. And you continue talking about that, how it changed the tide in that second half in when we faced off Delran.
Yeah, we had to be, it seemed like, I would have to think we had to be out-rebounded by, they were getting probably like a ratio of rebounding, probably like 6-1, I would say. And that can't happen, and that definitely was the biggest difference in that game. They shut down Riley Aarons, Delran's three-point shooter, but the rebounding, the second chance putbacks were definitely why Delran pulled away with that win.
And you saw Delran.
And we take a look at the coaches. Both of Woodbury is Coach Ramid Noel and, of course, Sterling's head coach Kate McDonald. Of course, both coaches won a sectional title with Woodbury girls basketball and recently football.
And one of Woodbury's finest teams in a long time. And this is a 42-year jinx for Woodbury coming against Sterling, and if there was ever a chance for them to break it, it's definitely tonight with Woodbury coming in at 11-2 with the likes of Alexis Davis, and we'll get a little bit more, talk a little bit about more about her.
Yeah, Alexis Davis is fantastic. She's the niece of Ryan McKinney, who's an NFL Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champion, and the sister of Anthony Everett, who's a current starting defensive back for the Baltimore Ravens. She's got the bloodline, and she has the talent. She has over 20 or more college scholarships or interests, most of them being D1, just a phenomenal player on the court.
Yeah, Anthony Everett was just an outstanding player for Woodbury, a quarterback who could run and was just on another level, and obviously that's why he went to Alabama and he's playing in the NFL. So you see Davis right there. I mean, we'll go through in a little bit the list of schools that have offers and interest, and she's definitely a big-time player. You see Mackenzie McDonald banking one off.
Woodbury bringing the ball up here. Sterling running a bit of a zone defense. First time we've seen that all year long from the girls. As there's Clinton getting the basket inside.
Well, that's going to allow the help defense to collapse down on Davis, and obviously one of the ways you beat the zone is to hit from the outside, but Sterling doesn't want to get beat with Davis going to the basket or down in the low post.
I mean, overall smart choice from Sterling's point of view. You got Alexis Davis, who's averages 28 points a game. That's the main player that you want to focus on.
Now she's the real deal. That's the first thing that sticks out at you when you look at the stat sheet.
Taking a look at this zone setup here for Sterling, trying to take away the abilities of Alexis Davis as she has the ball out now, guarded by Wilsey.
Of course,
taking her time.
Of course, Alexis Davis has made 11 threes, so she's not afraid to get away from the paint.
Speaking of threes, shot doesn't go for Woodbury. Dixon heaves one to Wilsey in the corner. Wilsey drives baseline, shot good. Tori Wilsey with the basket. And the timeout, Woodbury. 5:41 left to go in this first quarter. Knights up 4-2.
Good job of Tori Wilsey. Sensing she had a little bit of room on that baseline, took advantage of it and hit the short jumper to get Sterling ahead.
And guys, that was a good pass from Bridget Dixon out on the run. You know, not an easy pass to make, still trying to get her footing, so to speak. Heaves it to Tori Wilsey in the corner, and Wilsey does the rest.
Right now, you look at Woodbury trying to figure out a way to beat the zone. And obviously, we said Davis probably has some drives to the basket. John, you mentioned she's got 11 threes, so definitely has the ability to hit from the outside. But Sterling just has to get people out on the perimeter, and then if she has that quick first step and drives to the basket, you've got to get the help defense over there. And I think that has a lot to do with communicating on the defensive end.
Well, Alexis Davis does have the second most amount of threes. The first one is Jakaya Jenkins, who has 18 threes, so they do have the ability to shoot out.
Shot from Stills doesn't go, and they'll get the over the back on to Naza Clinton. Dixon bringing the ball up for the Lady Knights. McDonald outside, guarded by Clinton.
That's Miller.
Ivory Stills outside, guarded by Dixon.
Yeah, so Sterling doing a good job in that zone, getting over on Davis at all times, and she doesn't need much room, as you see right there. But I think if Sterling makes her work for her baskets, they've got a shot.
And here is Miller running the break for the Herd. Jenkins outside, guarded by Dixon.
Again, that zone really gives them a chance to get the help defense there.
And Dixon heaves another one, but that's taken away by Miller. And Miller gets it to Stills, and she gets it to drop.
Yeah, they're trying. Coach McDonald's telling Bridget Dixon just to slow it down a little bit right now, because you don't want to get into a fast-paced game with this Woodbury team.
Pelkat's shot is good, and that ties the game at 6 with about 3 minutes and 3.5 minutes left to go. Davis bringing the ball up for the Herd.
Yeah, that's real nice movement, and good job of Raina Pelkat finding that opening, getting in that open area, and then just draining it.
Down low to Davis. And a drive inside, and they're going to get a block on McDonald.
And you really saw right there with them getting the ball down low to Davis in that zone defense, they're able to collapse on her, get two defenders right on her. If you're in a man-to-man, she would be in a situation where she could get some one-on-one matchups and break the defender down. So the zone is definitely the way for Sterling to go if they want to compete against this Woodbury team.
Well, and if you look at it from Woodbury's perspective, they're not looking at Sterling on the film of having a zone defense. They played man-on-man all year. Now you got to adjust. You were thinking coming into the game, you know, we're going to get our one-on-one matchups, Davis down low in the post. That's not the case. If you take a look at the stats, 28 points per game. That's just fantastic. Has offers from, I'm going to name the schools here, Pitt, JMU, Marshall, Virginia Tech, Hofstra, UNCW, Seton Hall, St. Joe's, University of Massachusetts, Northeastern, UMass Lowell, St. Joe's, Penn State, Virginia, Louisville, Rutgers, University of Delaware, and those are just some of the schools. She gets both free throws to go down.
Definitely some big timers in there.
Quinn shot night will go, and that'll be off the leg of McDonald. Woodbury will retain possession.
You know, we talked offensively about what Alexis Davis does. You can see down on the low post, she does a good job getting out there and altering a lot of shots on some of those drives to the basket.
Miller now on the floor, somehow maintains a dribble. Davis outside, doesn't go. Dixon looking to run. I don't know. We got to slow the game down, Mr. Schulz and John. I don't know what's going on, but
I don't know. I like the fast-paced game. It's an aggressive offense. Why not take a little bit of risk in this first quarter? If it doesn't work too well so far, which it has been working slightly in Sterling's favor.
But you're not going to be able to do that until things like that happen, as there's Davis with the basket.
Game, you're going to give Davis space on the floor, just like you saw right there in transition.
And there is Miller with the steal. Miller, easy lay-in in transition, and that pushes the lead to 6 for Woodbury. Niall Miller. And now Sterling takes a timeout with 1:40 left to go. And we're going to take a look at this play from Miller here.
And you see the steal right there. Miller for a big girl. Only a sophomore, does a good job with the steal and finishing. Definitely another higher level player with her size and her ability to move and get out there. As you look at Davis right here on this one.
And you know, guys, I think we've really got to see Sterling go out and take this game slow, take their time, work their half-court sets. We know they like to get out and run. That's their, that's their A game. But at the end of the day, it's not going to work, especially against a talented Woodbury team.
This is the wrong team to run against. Like you said,
absolutely.
Some teams you can, but you saw what happened on that last one when Davis gets out there and is able to get out in the open, and it's a lot tougher to get two people on her in that situation.
Willsey outside.
What I think that they're trying to do is they're doing with the fast break is basically they're going to try and give it to Alexis Davis, their the main player on this on the Woodbury team. I mean, and just hope that the other players can't make their shots.
Pelkak was fouled, getting to the line to shoot 2. Especially in a game like this, it can be close. It's still kind of close right now. These free throws, we've seen the girls struggle at the line. They got to be on their A game at the line tonight. And that one rimmed out for Raina Pelkak.
And I'm sorry, Miller is a senior. Thought I looked down real quick there and saw a sophomore.
And gets a nice roll there as the hot shooter off the bench, Morgan Sims, into the game for Raina Pelkak.
Had a rough start in Delran, but hopefully, gets a better start in this game.
Dixon guarding Davis. Screen from Jenkins. Jenkins outside, fires up a three. Doesn't go. And that'll be Woodbury ball.
But a real good job. Again, you see where with them in that zone defense, she's out on the perimeter, tries to step a little bit and to get into a drive to the basket, but the help defense comes over there, forces her to give the ball up. And Sterling's got to be consistent defensively and do that all the time.
Sterling's just got to play their best basketball. They're going to get a travel there on Sonny Talley-Dorman. It seems as though they're struggling with this zone and all the bodies down in the low post. They're not really used to it.
Well, the good thing about the zone, you could be on a perimeter and you can collapse down quickly. And again, that's really clogging things up. And again, really creating a lot of traffic down in the low post.
McDonald out to Dixon. Dixon, good handles on the outside. Gets it to Sims. Sims fires up a three. Splash from Morgan Sims outside.
Well, that's what you need. Good patient, trips down the floor in the half-court set. Move the ball around, and if you can get Morgan Sims open, we've already seen this year what can happen.
12-10 our score.
Of course, Morgan Sims had the most points in her career, which was against Gateway, which was 18.
Take a look at the three here. Dixon gives it off to Sims, and she does the rest.
And that's what's going to happen if you have the ability to break in close on a drive. That was like a semi-drive by Dixon. You're going to get the kick-out opportunities, and that's when you're going to get the wide-open shots.
Davis doesn't get the first to go.
So far, we've seen Davis out on the perimeter, bring the ball up, and then they got her away from the ball down on the low post, and that's where they were able to get the ball to her and get her to the free throw line.
Dixon outside, tight defense. Quinn gets it to Sims, out to Dixon. Sterling gonna try for a last shot here. Wilsey fires up a three. Smash at the buzzer for Tori Wilsey. Huge basket to end the quarter for the Knights. As it'll make it a 13-10 Woodbury lead, but boy, this shot from Tori Wilsey way outside.
Yeah, and a great job. You saw Woodbury out on the perimeter. Great job of Bridget Dixon pushing the defense back, forcing the defense in, kicks it back out, and boy, Tori Wilsey buries the three.
Correct me, it'll tie the game at 13. So it'll be 13 all heading into the second quarter. We're going to take a quick break right here, and we'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
Whether you are a young athlete or an active adult, Dr. Vincent Marchese of Beatty Harris Sports Medicine helps you to reach your physical goals. The team with locations in Newtown Square, Cherry Hill, and South Philadelphia treats everything from acute sprains and sports-related concussion to arthritis and chronic tendon pain. Through an evidence-based, patient-centered approach, Beatty Harris Sports Medicine delves deep to find the source of your pain and get you back to the activities you love. To schedule your evaluation, visit BeattyHarrisSportsMed.com or call 610-601-9177.
And we take a nice, beautiful view of the back of the school here at Sterling High School, as Sterling right now tied with Woodbury, the Thundering Herd, 13-13 with an amazing shot from Tori Wilsey to make this tied up in the last seconds of that first quarter. You can take a look at Mackenzie McDonald, who's done a great job overall in that low post and all, and you see Alexis Davis, who again just an amazing player.
Fantastic player, guys. And the one thing that I want to mention, off the court, obviously she's going to get a lot of attention on the court, as you see right there. She gets the basket to fall. But off the court, a lot of colleges are looking at her, and that provides Sterling, these girls, with a great opportunity.
And Miller just scores back-to-back points in a matter of seconds.
Boy, if you blinked, you would wonder, geez, what the heck just happened? They get Davis open away from the ball, and then Miller, with those long arms, is a real good defender. He's already been able to get about 3 or 4 steals in this first half. Gets the steal with the putback.
I think Woodbury's just already found their counterattack against Sterling.
Yeah, they made that in-game adjustment, and this is something that the girls are going to have to see if they can figure out. The zone is confusing Woodbury. It seems as though they're starting to beat it. But man, that full court press is frustrating the girls, isn't it?
Yeah, they're trying now. They're trying to speed things up with this press. And Sterling right now is going to call a timeout. A good timeout with Coach Kate McDonald going over what they need to do to break this press.
And again, I think it just shocked out Sterling because in a matter of pure seconds, Niley Miller just scored 4 points against you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
There is the night from our virtual graduation, according to Mr. K. Does he have a first name? The whole family over there. There's Mr. K, soccer coach.
And let's see how Sterling does with his full court press. Bridge Dixon gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey now setting it up, being guarded by Davis. Wilsey gets all the way, but it's still going to be Sterling's ball. Davis doing a great job defending right on top of her.
Yeah, and seeing the opportunity to get herself to the basket.
That's just a fantastic defensive play from Davis. There's really not a lot Tori Wilsey could have done right there. Davis read it well, used her size to her advantage, got the block.
And that's going to be a foul against Davis. Her first foul, and that's going to be the teams, I believe. This is going to be either their third. Yeah, it is going to be their third foul of the game.
And guys, when we talk about a player like Davis, she gets looked at by a lot of colleges, and the girls for this Sterling team now have a few scouts in the building that are able to see their abilities, which is good for them, especially scouts from a lot of top colleges around the country.
Good, this is what Sterling needs to do. Move the ball around in a half-court set.
Wilsey's going to go for a three. That bounces off the rim. That's going to be still Sterling's ball as the touches off of Miller's fingertips.
You saw the shot. Good job by Mackenzie McDonald getting position on Miller down in the low post there.
That shot goes in now from Dixon. Now Bash now with it. Gives it to Miller.
And good job by Sterling running back, not allowing any transition baskets and getting into their half-court set.
Yeah, and that's a real good job. You said it, with Bridget Dixon cornering her, getting her over the side, and forcing them to slow things down in the half-court set.
And Morgan Sims will be called on the travel.
You know, they got to take their time up the court, but
it's hard to say with a full court press on your face.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
You got to get it up quicker first, but when you get it there, yeah, then you have to slow it down.
Yeah, you got to get it up fast and then take your time. You don't want to take your time here.
And obviously, if the opportunity like that is there, you take it. But if it's not there, kick it back out, whip the ball around the outside.
Davis now going to try to look it inside. Now Bash going out for three, misses that one. Now Miller able to rebound. Stills gives it back to Bash. Davis going for three, hits the rim. Miller able to rebound. And Sterling able to keep the ball.
And this press is really frustrating Sterling.
Sims now giving back to Dixon. Dixon now going to go up. Going to give it to Quinn. McDonald from foul throw range and hits that too.
Good look, good shot, and perfect execution from Mackenzie McDonald. Big basket to put this game within 2.
Yeah, we've seen some really good ball movements in the half-court set. Just like Hellcat, you see McDonald finding that open area and making it count with the jumper.
And usually the girls have done better on the fast break, but now they're thriving in this half-court set, which is good to see from this young Sterling team.
Davis able to collect that rebound. And that's going to be a jump ball, and that shall stay in favor. I believe that's going to be in favor of Sterling. Woodbury makes a substitution as number 10, who is Ivory Stills, and Emerald Stills comes out as Morgan Sims holds it and keeps it steady. Good job from Sims to keep that one in. That's going to be a reach-in foul from Miller.
And that's not a good foul. And she's already got, I believe, 2 fouls. Not a good one there.
Second foul, team's 4th.
That's going to be the team's 4th. That is Miller's 2nd foul, so not a good start. Not a good foul for Miller. It's as Miller just sees that coming through, and she's going to get fouled from Bridget Dixon.
And that's not a bad foul. You don't want to give her the easy basket. Again, boy, Miller is so good at anticipating and so quick that she gets it. Yeah, it looked like she walked before contact, so Woodbury got a little bit of a break right there.
Well, misses her first free throw. Nia Miller also averages 10 points per game, is also a senior, so.
Yeah, she does a fantastic job on the perimeter of expecting the pass, using those long arms to pick it off and take it down in transition the other way.
Bridget Dixon now has a chance to look at it open. Gives it to Morgan Sims for a 3. That's going to be off the rebound, and Miller is going to have a chance. The rebound and does. And now Woodbury is going to slow this one down. So far, this zone defense for Sterling has been doing a great job to keep Davis from scoring too much, but as soon as I say that, Miller able to rebound and score 2.
Well, the zone defense allows you to have more bodies down in the paint, and it makes it harder to guard the perimeter, but this Woodbury team hasn't really beat you from outside. I like the call of the zone defense. It's stopping the easy baskets in the paint from Davis and Miller.
That ball goes in and out, and that's going to be another jump ball and another save. And that's actually going to go Woodbury's way.
And you see Sims getting in position. Just had an unfortunate bounce right there.
Yeah, McDonald had her feet set as Davis was coming down the lane. Might have been a mischarge there.
Wilsey able to recover now, has a one-on-one chance with Miller, gives it to Dixon. Dixon gives it back to Wilsey. Smart play, unable to score on that. And that's going to be a jump ball, and those are the opportunities for Sterling that you gotta make.
Yeah,
close games like this, there's not too many shots like this.
Well, that's a good pass from Dixon right there, and Wilsey has the defense right in her face. Not enough, though, to really alter that shot. Lucky they got the ball back on the jump ball.
McDonald makes an unexpected 3, and that gives the Thundering Herd a 1-point lead.
And Mackenzie McDonald has been, not really afraid to shoot that outside shot more in recent games. Maybe working on it in practice or gaining confidence in that outside shot.
As Clinton makes the layup, gives now the Herd a 3-point lead. Davis now unable to control that one, and the Woodbury is going to make another substitution. Emerald Stills comes back in as Ivory Stills comes out. Wilsey now going to give it to Quinn. Quinn's going to give it to Dixon. Dixon now could be a little bit of trouble. Able to.
Good move by Dixon right there, making sure she didn't go in the corner. She would have been trapped, and that's a great job. Moving the ball to the floor. limited amount of dribbles, a lot of passing, a lot of diagonal looks, and they were able to beat the press. Great job by Sterling.
Yeah, fantastic job of quick passing. That frees up and gets a good look at the rim.
Great job of defense from Morgan Sims, able to stop Quinn from getting full control of that ball, and then just see that great passing from Sterling instantly for Dixon, from Sims, and then to McDonald for a nice easy layup.
And you saw the no-look pass by Dixon. That was a big thing, and it is a big thing I think Sterling's got to do, especially in their half-court set.
Well, right now the press is just being used to apply pressure and try and force mental mistakes.
Long two, and Sims gets that one.
Well, they're giving her wide open looks, and that came off. A few times you've seen it off kick-out passes. That just came off of Sterling's ability to beat the press.
There's been no adjustment to the zone at all from Woodbury. And that's the reason why this game is so close, is because they can't adjust to this zone defense Sterling is running, and Sterling is taking advantage.
Just now, a minute left in the second quarter. Sterling leading this 24-23. Let's see what Woodbury can answer back with. Davis now with it, gonna take a shot. That bounces off the rim. Dixon able to recover. Davis now back with the ball. Gets fouled and gets the shot.
And you know what? I don't have a problem. Look at him, giving her a lot of fits right there. This is just a Division I player making a play that a Division I player is going to make.
Yeah, that's a good job by Alexis Davis. There's really nothing you can say. Gets the shot to go in the low post, and that's why she's getting looked at by some of the best schools in the country. She can make those plays. That's just a tough play to make. Not many people can do it. She's one of them.
Sims going to be left wide open for that three, and swishes that one in. Sims is hot.
And I'm surprised they don't have somebody out on her at this point, because she's just getting a whole lot of room right there. And when you give her that kind of room to just set the feet and fire away, she's going to make you pay for it.
Well, if Woodbury watched any film, they know Morgan Sims is a shooter. That's just...
And Sterling able to recover. Now, 10 seconds remaining. Gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey, can she get the layup? Yes, gets the final layup. Now, Woodbury just going to have to try and get something going. Miller is going to try something. Well, they won't go something. Sterling with a big confidence boost, getting a steal. Wilsey able to get the layup.
Yeah, it started with the steal by Dixon to Quinn, and a great job by Wilsey getting the ball and finishing soft off the glass. Look right here with Dixon getting the steal to Quinn.
And that's going to do it right here for the second quarter. We'll be right back for the third quarter. Sterling lead this 29-25 against the Thundering Herd.
What's up? I'm DJ Wagner, and I play for Camden High. I got vaccinated against COVID-19 so I can protect my teammates, coaches, family, and friends.
I got my shot because I know the truth. The vaccine works and saves lives.
With the Delta variant spreading, we need you to get off the bench and get in the game.
No excuses.
The vaccine is the best way we can protect our community.
This is your shot.
This is your shot.
Make it count.
For a list of free vaccination locations, visit CamdenCounty.com/vaccine.
I'm going to teach you some safe driving tips for you when you're out on the road. First, you want to turn on your car. Before you go, put on your seatbelt. You want to check your back mirror. Then, you want to check your side mirrors. When exiting out of a parking spot, make sure you check for cars and have your turn signal on. Make sure you come to a slow stop at every stop sign and red light. When you are making a turn, always have your turn signal on to show other drivers where you are going. Now, put your car in park and take out the key to turn off your car.
Where were you? You were supposed to meet me at my locker.
I had to get my books.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Don't worry about it.
Dude, you trying to win some big money tonight?
Yeah, they don't call me Johnny Wiggles for nothing.
Man, you better not sell me. I had a bad couple of weeks, but I need this money. Let's go win. Have you ever been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Dude, this looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Welcome to Nightlife Casino. I'm Ricky, your dealer for tonight. We'll be starting shortly.
Let's have a good night.
The game is blackjack.
I'm feeling a little frisky. Let's go 200.
Already? It's the first game. Nah, I'm playing it safe.
Round 1 is over. Sir, we've tied. Sir, you've lost. The next round will start in 10 seconds.
What are you doing?
I'm doing what's right. I'm going all in.
You're nuts? That's all your allowance. That's all your money. You're gonna go bankrupt. Told ya.
Put a mask on, please. People around, please. You still coughing? You still coughing? Shh.
Oh gosh, I keep forgetting about these things. I'm sorry, man.
I understand. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh man, I don't feel good at all.
Hey. I thought you put a mask on earlier. What happened? That's really not cool. You're gonna get other people sick. They have families to go home to. Think about your actions.
Yeah, the mask thing. My bad.
Yeah. Listen, if you really felt sick, you should have stayed home. Other people shouldn't have to suffer because of your actions.
You know, I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go home now and lay down.
I think that's best. Oh, and don't forget your mask.
And welcome back to second half action. Sterling taking on Woodbury, leading this one 29-25. Take a look at the leading scorers. McDonald and Wilsey with 9 for the Lady Knights, and Sims with 8. And on the other side, Miller with 11, Davis with 10, and Stills with 2. And guys, going to take a look at Niall Miller for the Thundering Herd.
And Miller just an astounding player, just able to get steals. You see right here, gets a steal right there. I believe she also got the foul on that one too, so able to draw contact and just able to get rebounds if a missed three ever happens.
Yeah, very long, you see right there, and very quick to intercept some of these passes on the perimeter going the other way. And she's basically been a difference for them as we look at Morgan Sims on that kick-out pass, draining one of her 2 threes. There we see her again along that baseline. Sterling doing a good job getting her in space. And here we see her finishing right here, getting a 3. And Morgan Sims is really feeling it from the outside. And we've seen it all year. Once she gets into a rhythm, she's tough to stop. So look at Sterling right there. There's Kate McDonald.
And Sterling's trying to prevent Woodbury from breaking that streak. Woodbury hasn't won since 1980, and that game in 1980 was close. It was a 44-42 game. As you see right here, Coach Willie Murray won the game for the Thundering Herd. Sterling leads the series 15-0 since 2007.
But I think, we've talked about it at length. Sterling stays in that zone defense, gives themselves the ability to collapse down, make things difficult for Days. She's going to get her baskets, no doubt about it. But if you make things difficult, slow the game down, that's going to be the key. And on the offensive end, they've obviously got to break the press. If the easy basket's there off the press, take it. If not, kick it back out, run your half-court offense.
Well, let's see what Woodbury said in that locker room to beat the Sterling defensive zone.
Davis outside, gets it over to Miller. Working inside, and they're going to get the foul on McDonald. And checking into the game for the Lady Knights is Morgan Sims for Mackenzie McDonald.
Third foul.
McDonald's third foul, wise to take her out of the game. Jenkins outside, guarded by Dixon. They're still running this zone defense.
Yeah, this is encouraging. To start this second half, they've had them in this half-court set. As you see, a foul on Davis, offensive foul. But a great job of Sterling having Woodbury in their half-court set for almost 45 seconds. And that just tells you what that zone defense has been able to do for Sterling in this game.
Absolutely frustrating the Thundering Herd, and Dixon's now outside. guarded by Jenkins. Gets it to Sims. Wilsey looking for some help. Pelkak guarded by Davis. Davis almost gets a steal. Pelkak gets a pass out to Dixon. And that one is stolen by Miller.
You could see Woodbury's trying to speed this game up.
And a miscommunication for Woodbury trying to run the break will end up in a turnover.
One thing you cannot do, especially with Miller's quickness and aggressiveness in cutting off the passing lanes, is telegraph your passes. They've got to be quick, decisive passes. But don't allow her to anticipate.
Pelkak fires up a three, doesn't go. Rebound Davis, looking to push the pace. And it's stolen by Dixon. A fantastic play to end the break. And now starting the break of her own, Wilsey.
We've always seen that from Dixon. Is that surprise sneak attack from behind. Just Dixon's just that fast, agile player from just coming back from an offense to defense and just able to steal the ball away without the player knowing.
High IQ play by Tori Wilsey to keep the ball for Sterling. She gets it into Sims. And now Dixon at the top of the key. No scoring yet in this third quarter, but I'm hoping that'll change soon, especially on this possession, as Pelkak is outside. Finds Wilsey.
Wow, nice patient trip right here.
Quinn pump fakes. Works down low. Dixon makes the extra pass to Sims, who fires up a three. Doesn't go.
Just unlucky from Sims.
Rebound by Bash.
Nice job by Sterling getting back. Had three girls back and really making sure they have a numbers advantage on.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul against Quinn. That's going to be Sterling's already third foul in this, quite early in this third quarter.
First foul, team second.
Quinn's first foul.
Yeah, Quinn's first foul, but it's going to be team second. My bad.
Bash with the shot, and that one goes. Woodbury cuts the lead to 2 with the shot from Abby Bash, the sophomore guard.
Well, with so much attention given to Davis and Miller, if anybody else is open, they're going to get opportunities to get shots, no doubt about it. And so draining it right there.
Sims outside, and that one is picked off. And good effort from Tori Wilsey, and flying into the broadcast booth was Kanaza Clinton.
Okay over there, John.
And a bit of confusion here, but it's Sterling possession, and Woodbury's frustrated with that call. Wilsey into Pelkak. Pelkak pass down low to Quinn, and that one's sent back by Clinton. Take a look, another look at it here.
Good defensive play there. But
Quinn outside. Gets it to Sims. Wilsey down low. Pelkak with a circus shot, doesn't go. Rebound Wilsey out to Sims. Slowing things down again are the Lady Knights.
Yeah, that's what you need to do right there. Wilsey got the rebound. Notice things weren't there. A lot of people interfaced down low. Kicked it back out. Sterling gets his half-court set going.
Fantastic defensive quarter on both sides. Only 2 points scored in the quarter. We're about halfway through. Pelkak outside. Sims. Triple threat step. Gets it to Pelkak. Fires up a three. Does not go. And we're getting a substitution here. Ivory Stills coming into the game for Jakaya Jenkins.
Pelkak first missed that one. Three, just wouldn't have taken that shot. Would have. Davis is gonna take a three.
And Sims slow to get up. And Wilsey doesn't get that shot to go. And
Sims a little slow to get up from that one, from that clash.
And a good drive to the basket from Alexis Davis. She'll draw the foul. And guys, this is the one thing you don't want to do if you're Sterling is not have enough help for Alexis Davis. Just a fantastic job of getting into the lane.
Third foul, team's third.
Yeah, it just goes through 2 defenders right there. Didn't have a whole lot of room, but that's a nifty play and getting herself to the free throw line.
Gets the first free throw to fall. Can't tie the game up. And there will be a foul on the floor. They're going to get the foul on Pelkacker for second. 14 foul.
Coach McDonald yelling out to her girls to box out.
And now the game is tied up at 29 as the free throw from Clinton goes down. And guys, we got to see Sterling slow the game down. They tried to get out and run, it didn't work, and now Woodbury is ahead by 1.
Well, this is where we have, if they don't press, this is where we got to take our time coming up the floor.
Nice move from Dixon. Still good defensive pressure. And they're going to get a foul on Ivory Stills.
No, this is, I believe it's going to be a oh yeah, it is going to be a foul against.
And Woodbury's strategy right now is, if we do slow it down, they're going to really hound us on the perimeter. So we really need good ball movement.
Close one here with about 3 minutes to go. There is Miller getting the steal, one-on-one with Wilsey. Tough shot down the low post for Miller. Uses her size to her advantage. Puts the Herd up by 3.
Miller's been a difference in this game. She's so quick to the ball, cutting off the passing lanes, getting the steals, and obviously finishing.
Sims outside. Finds Dixon in the corner. Screen from Sims. And Dixon is going to get fouled on the way to the basket. Taking another look here at this steal and then basket in transition for Miller.
Just a great job for Miller, able to get the steal, then kind of slow it down and able to take her time and able to get that shot off.
And you see how much ground she gains off that pivot foot. She was right there on her, but she's so long that she can just move almost right around you on a pivot. And that's not something a lot of high school girls basketball players can do.
Dixon gets the second one to go, puts it at a 2-point game. 32-30. Sterling down here as Davis brings the ball up for the Herd. Finds Miller, now to Stills. And we still seen this zone defense really struggling. The Herd are struggling in their half-court sets. But when they get a chance to run in transition, that's where they're doing the most damage.
Absolutely. I mean, when you can put them in this half-court set and force them to have trips down the floor to take 45 seconds, that's when you're doing something right.
And Davis will draw the foul. And guys, you can't foul her. She's been doing pretty well at the line tonight.
Another case when you see Miller get involved with the drive to the basket, but getting other people involved, sensing the 2 defenders are coming her way.
Gets it to go. Jenkins will check in for Bash. As the Herd make a substitution. Both free throws go for Davis, pushes the lead to 4, 34-30. Dixon working against Jenkins. Sims now gets it to Wilsey. Quinn in the corner. Gonna get a foul on Jenkins. She doesn't like the call.
Number 2, Jenkins. First foul, team's third.
That's gonna be Jenkins' first foul, team's third.
Wilsey to inbound here for the Lady Knights.
Miller is so tough to inbound against with those long arms.
Pelkak fires a berserker shot, airmailed, and Miller tries to save it. Goes off her foot and out of bounds. Good effort, not being afraid to be great there was Niall Miller, but unable to get the save completed. And it'll be Sterling possession.
There's that full court press, and
yeah,
I don't know. Just take advantage of this. Go. I hate to say it, but sometimes you got a little bit rush it.
Good screen from Sims. That frees up Dixon. Dixon driving to the lane, looking for help, and now another steal for Miller. Jenkins looking to slow things down here. About a minute left to go in this third quarter. Davis stops, pops, and gets it to go, pushes the lead to 6.
Yeah, that's just an elite player creating her own offensive opportunity.
We've seen Sterling a little cold here, looking for a spark. And they get the foul.
See Davis with the jumper.
Number 2, Jenkins, second foul, team 4.
The Woodbury parents to our left are very unhappy with that call. As there's Pelkak, gets the shot to go. Big basket there for Raina Pelkak, cuts the lead to 4.
Yeah, you see Pelkak sensing she had a little bit of a one-on-one mismatch right there. Put it right back up. And was able to make that count to throw Sterling within 4.
Davis working on Wilsey. Taking her time, gets a screen and out, takes a mid-range J, doesn't go. And Miller can't grab the rebound. 15.9 seconds left to go here on the clock in this third quarter.
You see
Sterling gonna have to beat the press one more time. Dixon to Pelkak. Pelkak gets it to Dixon. Bridget Dixon off, and that's a walk. The referee with the official. Good call by the official to catch that one. Happened right in front of him.
Yep. Look at this. Imagine trying to inbound here.
And gets it to Sims. Sims with the basket at the buzzer. Puts the game within 2. And Woodbury has a 36-34 lead, but the basket from Morgan Sims at the buzzer. Huge.
Sims just broke away from her defender. There wasn't a pick, a screen, or anything. She just broke away and able to finish.
We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. The Herd lead this one 36-34. We'll be right back after this.
Would you check your email?
What's email?
The thing that keeps making that sound! Now I know why you didn't come here for the Flyers game! Open it now! 1,700 emails!
Maybe you should open your emails too.
You think so?
And we bring it back to a nice sunset over Sterling, as Sterling right now trailing this 34-36 over the Thundering Herd. And of course, we take this game back since the last time, Thundering Herd ever won was 1980, 42 years ago, of course. Coach Willie Murray won that game 44-42. A close game like this, you just kind of feel like that. It's a little bit of nostalgia for Woodbury.
Yeah, 42 years, and obviously this is the best team that has the best chance to beat this Sterling team, with Alexa Davis, a Division I player, and also Miller, a potential Division I player. But give credit the way Sterling's playing, the way they're hanging in there, defending and forcing on a lot of cases, especially in this third quarter, to have Woodbury playing a half-court set, making them work for their baskets.
Morgan Sims gets her, apparently it's his 4th foul. I don't think that's her 4th foul though. But either way, Morgan Sims in some foul trouble.
Jump ball, that'll go to the way of the herd. Yeah, but Morgan Sims with 4 fouls, she's now got to play really passive on defense. She's been a spark from the outside for this team all game, and quite frankly, all season. She's going to need to stay in if the girls want, you know, at least one consistent shooter from the outside.
No doubt.
He's going to go driving in. Doesn't get it. Davis now gets it. Gets the rebound and gets the 2 points.
Yeah, that was just Davis getting in good position down low.
Able to save it was Quinn McDonald. Able gets the 2.
You gotta be kidding me right now. A circus play from Aaron Quinn. Great save, and McDonald, great finish. Cuts the game to 2.
Well, you want strong and patient a half-court set, but if they get open opportunities like that, you want to take them.
Davis able to get another 2.
That's talent that most players at this high school level don't have. You can see why she's getting all of these offers. That's a fantastic play from Alexis Davis.
Dixon now driving to the basket against Davis, and Dixon gets it.
This is fantastic ball handling from Bridget Dixon, and a strong take with Davis right in her face. She could have easily passed it off to McDonald. Good job and good finish from Bridget Dixon.
And I think Davis thought Dixon was going to bounce past it and dish it off, but didn't. And what a play to finish by Bridget Dixon.
Just a great job from the sophomore, Bridget Dixon. There's a shot off and a foul that is committed, and I don't think it's going to be Morgan Sims on this one.
Not a bad foul, though. Down on the low post. Don't give Davis easy opportunities. Wow, what a play by Dixon. Kind of looked a little bit towards Mackenzie McDonald, and it just made Davis sway over there a little bit and then use that lateral step to get to the basket. And Davis looks like an outstanding free throw shooter.
Yeah, she's fantastic from the line. I think only has maybe 1 miss on the night. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but
no, she's missed a couple.
51 free throws so far.
Right now with the 19 overall points so far. Dixon now thinking about driving to the basket, and it's going to be a foul against Woodbury.
Speaking of fouls, we got some girls in foul trouble. Morgan Sims and Mackenzie McDonald both with 4 now. One more they could potentially foul out. Got to play careful, especially there's a lot of time in this 4th quarter.
Dixon now giving it to McDonald. McDonald gets shut down from Davis, and again, and McDonald gets the foul. Davis fouls. That's going to be your 2nd. That's going to be Woodbury's. I believe Woodbury's 6th foul of the game.
Well, you took a look at the pass from Bridget Dixon, fantastic pass, and then Mackenzie McDonald sticking with it. Got to be able to capitalize here at the line, though.
And that was the key, Jacob. Sticking with it, getting that 2nd chance, and getting herself to the line.
That ball goes in and out. McDonald, you got to make these free throws. We've always talked about this. It's this girls' team's kryptonite.
This is what close games come down to, honestly.
Yeah, you can see right now Woodbury definitely percentage-wise is hitting more of their free throws than Sterling.
I think Davis alone has hit more free throws. This has a higher percentage than this entire team combined, and that ball's going to go out, and that's going to be a violation.
Nope, over and back. Good job by Sterling forcing a turnover when they need it. They couldn't get the free throws to go, but now they got the ball back. Another shot.
And again, that's one of the little things that happens when you force a team that wants to run to slow things down. Occasionally you'll get those unforced turnovers. And with this effort tonight, 4:53 remaining, only down by 4. You look at this game and the game against Haddon Heights, a couple of our better games this year have been against two very good teams, top 10 teams in South Jersey.
Well, when the competition comes to play, the girls have seemed to step it up, and that's a good thing to see from the young team, not really shying away from, you know, any of the big names. Obviously, they got to know that they're playing against somebody who is getting looked at by a ton of colleges and will probably play at the next level, but it doesn't seem to be affecting them out on the court.
Dixon, that's going to be her second foul, and we're now on the one-on-ones. That's going to be Sterling's 8th foul, as Ivory Stills gets a free throw. And again, it's just going to be coming down to free throws. Sterling hasn't made too many free throws so far in this game, and
not only in the game, but all season long, they've just been struggling to execute the line. Timeout for Woodbury. And since Stills is in a little trouble, good timeout from Coach Muhammad Noel. And our next TV game will be tomorrow. We'll have wrestling at 5:30 against Haddon Township. That'll be live on Channel 19 or on YouTube at youtube.com/Sterling TV 19.
Our cheerleaders right here.
And guys, whoever comes out on top of this game, no matter what team wins or loses, it's just been a battle back and forth. A good job of not only coaching, but the work out on the floor by the players, most notably for Woodbury, Niall Miller. As they take a look.
Zagaro and Joey Lomas, both soccer players. Coach Jimmy Zagaro also on the court too for Sterling.
Taking a look inside the huddle.
Woodbury, and again, the thing I like is that Sterling, for the most part, defensively has frustrated Woodbury. We've seen them get Woodbury into half-court sets where they've had to move the ball around for 35, 45 seconds, and I think that's a big reason why you're still in this game. Hey, let's face it, Davis is a great player. She's going to get her points, but we've definitely challenged her, made her work for most of her baskets.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, Mr. Schultz.
And the thing is, though, you've seen that Woodbury has probably watched film from Sterling, of course, and likely saw that they're a man defense. I don't know how good Woodbury is against its own defense.
Well, I think the zone is just frustrating Miller and Davis because they're so good in the low post. There's more bodies down there. It's tougher to score. You know, instead of one person, now there's 3. It just makes it a lot harder to score.
Miller unable to make that shot, able to get the rebound, and shoots again, and that one drops. Bridget Dixon now able to recover.
Well, and now you're starting to see Woodbury's getting a lot more offensive rebounds in this fourth quarter, and that's allowing the zone to sort of wear off, and they're getting some second chance points because of it.
And Sterling will make a substitution. Morgan Sims comes off, Raina Pelkat comes on. You see right here as that shot goes down from Miller.
That's just a good job of getting the offensive rebound and putting it back up, and that might be the offensive rebound and the lack of ability to hit free throws might be the kryptonite for the Sterling girls in this fourth quarter.
McDonald going to give it to Wilsey. Wilsey now on a break, has Pelkat with her. Wilsey goes for the shot and gets it!
Big play by Tori Wilsey. She got out here on the break and saw that she had a mismatch. She had Miller and Davis behind the play and knew that was a chance to go to the basket and get herself the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, we talked about that Haddon Heights game earlier. Tori Wilsey's career high this season, or season high, I should say, with 17. That was against Haddon Heights.
Unable to get that free throw, but able to get the rebound was McDonald. McDonald gets 2. That's even better.
Yeah, that's a great job of Mackenzie McDonald fighting for that rebound and getting a putback to draw within 3, make it a 1-score game.
As Sterling right now trailing 42-47 as Clinton gets that too. And now
wasn't a great shot there from Dixon. She tried to force the floater.
This is where there's times we want to, if they're defending us, you want to get the ball off the floor, but if there's nothing there, you want to basically pull it back out, move the ball around, get a good half-court set going.
Bash gonna pick this one, and Jenkins now with it. Wilsey doing a great job defensively. Davis now back with it.
And now Woodbury gonna really try and take their time, get a good look. And the foul trouble and the missed free throws are really just haunting Sterling here as this game comes closer and closer. It's all zeros on the clock.
Third foul.
That's going to be on against Erin Quinn. That's going to be her third foul of tonight.
And you saw Miller right there. She was on the perimeter at that point and just got down low. Really gets the spots on the floor in a hurry for a girl her size. You usually don't see a girl that's that tall to be able to move like she moves. And you can order a DVD of your favorite event. It's $20 per event, $3 per mailing. Please include the name of the event, TV19 at sterling.k12.nj.us, as we look at this Woodbury team that's really been challenged by a Sterling team tonight. No question about it, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We weren't really, on paper, it looks like Woodbury would be blowing us out of the water. Davis came into the game with 256 points on the year and 20 college interests at the D1 level. And then Miller came in with 138 points a game and 100, not per game, on the season, and 132 rebounds on the season. But this is why you play the game. You come out and the Sterling girls showed that they're, able to hang with this talented Woodbury team. Mind you, most of the girls, we talk about it a lot, this team is very sophomore heavy. There's only, the three seniors of Maddie Klein, Tori Wilsey, and Raina Pelkak. So the future is bright for this girls team.
You definitely, I agree. Going against a couple Division I players, you have to feel good. Obviously, you want the win, but, the way they're battling this team and, making things difficult for a couple of these very good players says a lot about how far this team's come in the last few weeks.
As Quentin missed her first free throw, let's see if she can make that second one. But she does. Dixon now with it.
And that's 48-42. So Woodbury holding a 6-point lead with 2:43 remaining.
Wilsey now gets stopped from Davis.
This is just a phenomenal job by Davis. A defender down in the low post, swats it away from Tori Wilsey.
Dixon now. Hits it back, now play starting. Mackenzie McDonald now with it, trying to find the next open player. And now you got Pelkak again.
And we talk about really not forcing shots, but close to 2 minutes left to go, down by 6, you're going to have to start finding some sort of open look, whether it be down low, and if they make a good defensive play, so be it.
Wilsey now is going to have a nice open look, unable to handle that one now. Quinn settle it back down.
Woodbury having a great defensive possession here.
Yep, Stone just working around, trying to get them out of position, and wow.
Quinn goes for a long two, let's see if Wilsey can get the rebound, unable to. And honestly, it just came down to Sterling's free throws right now. They weren't able to be consistent enough to get them in, and it's really right now
Now
we're gonna get a post-game show here. Both teams are gonna get the interview. As there's Davis.
And no foul is called. That's gonna be.
We're just gonna say it's gonna be Woodbury ball going over Sterling defender. Guys, Woodbury right now.
And some 1980s facts, of course. And
you're looking at some 1980 facts here. That was the last time Woodbury had beaten Sterling. John Lennon was shot and killed that year. Post-it notes were invented. Had no idea about that. Wow. Rubik's Cube made its debut. USA beats Russia in hockey. CNN started broadcasting. Some of the people that were born: Jessica Simpson, Kim Kardashian. Ronald Reagan was elected president, and big hair and mullets came up, and that was
the minimum wage
around Miss Carroll's
minimum wage was
my
$3.10.
time, but not their time.
Yeah, the minimum wage was $3.10. The median income was around $17,710. A loaf of bread was 50 cents. A gallon of gas was $1.25. A new home.
I like that.
A new home was $76,000. A movie ticket was $225. A gallon of milk was $112. And a new car was $7,000.
Wow.
And to see some more facts, the Walkman was invented. Top TV shows, Dallas, and the Dukes of Hazzard was the top shows. Top movies was Star Wars 5. Yes, episode 5.
It's Stir Crazy.
9 to 5. Stir Crazy. Top song was Blondie Call Me by Blondie Call Me. Pink Floyd was Brick in the Wall. More top songs, Olivia Newton with John with Magic, Michael Jackson Rock With You, and Pac-Man in arcades. Phillies win the World Series, and the average rent was $300.
And we were talking about the mullets. The mullets are starting to come back, Mr. Schulz and John.
I've heard that.
I see them a lot more frequently now.
Sterling trying to hound Davis, and they trap her right there.
Woodbury calls a timeout.
Okay.
Davis seemed to be in a little bit of trouble.
Boy, that's a great job there, but a Woodbury coach calling the timeout, and Sterling really had her trapped. And again, you look, the Walkman was invented. TV's top shows were Dallas, Dukes of Hazzard. Top movies were Star Wars, EPIV, 9 to 5, Stir Crazy. Top songs were Blondie, Call Me, Pink Floyd, Brick in the Wall. Olivia Newton-John, Michael Jackson, Rock With You. Pac-Man was in arcades. Phillies won the World Series, and the average rent was $300. And yeah, I was, I think, 14 years old, 1980. I remember, the biggest thing I remember was probably the United States Olympic hockey team beating Russia. Something nobody thought would happen at all.
Yeah,
they lost to them in the month before, or a couple weeks before, like 10-3.
I believe they made a movie about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Miracle.
They made it. It's on.
So
it's on some streaming service. I think it's Disney Plus. I'm not really sure, but
Woodbury right now looking like they're going to break that 42-year jinx. And obviously, 1980 was the last time Woodbury had beaten Sterling.
Yeah, now Sterling's going to have to intentionally foul. Let's bring it back to the present. Playing some basketball here, and Tori Wilsey's going to pick up a foul that's going to send Alexis Davis to the line.
That's going to be the team's 9th foul that still leaves with, right now, not a guaranteed 2 shots, just the guaranteed 1.
And they're just trying to keep the ball in Alexis Davis' hand, because that's the one you want to get to the free throw line if you're Woodbury. Obviously, if you're Sterling, you don't, but you have no choice at this point in the game. And we are going to talk to players on both teams. Definitely Davis from Woodbury, probably Miller, and talk to some Sterling girls.
And I mean, when we come down to it, the missed free throws and just the foul trouble was huge for Sterling to end up losing this game. They were major factors, and now you're going to have to be forced to foul somebody who you know is probably going to knock both free throws down.
Yeah, you want to hope you can get a steal, which is tough against a player like Davis. He does a great job handling the ball, shielding them with their body, and draws the foul. And again, gets to the free throw line with Woodbury up by 8 and in control of this game. And it's looking like Woodbury right now, except for a miracle by Sterling, is going to win for the first time against Sterling in 42 years.
Yeah, guys, and we saw Bridget Dixon go flying into the scorer's table, and Coach McDonald had a look on her face towards the referee that there was no foul on Davis. Maybe, I don't think anything was intentional, but at this point, you got to be looking for anything to try and go your way.
Yep.
Now you're down by 11 with 30 seconds to go. And the final score.
There you see Coach from Woodbury talking to his girls, really probably knowing about the history of it, and has to feel good as we look at our Sterling fans here. Has to feel good about what his team's coming here and been able to do against the Sterling squad that we're looking at, that Coach Kate McDonald has really had battling. There we see Mr. Jimmy Kay there. But kudos to Woodbury. Obviously a very talented team this year with a couple of Division I caliber players, and they came through and were the difference for Woodbury, who's going to come away with probably roughly a 10-point win here, up by 11 right now.
But the score doesn't show, everything that happened in this game. Sterling was in it until about maybe 2 to 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter, and then they had to start picking it up and fouling Davis, who's now, just been electric from the line, barely missing, if missing at all.
Yeah.
And a miscue there for Sterling. That'll force them to have to foul Davis once again.
Yeah, there you look at Coach Kate McDonald. It's got to be happy with the way her team battled against a top 10 team in South Jersey, and in all likelihood, the favorite to win Group 1 in South Jersey when you're looking at this Woodbury team.
So right now is Miller's just going to hold on to this, and that's going to be a foul against Sterling as Miller's going to go to the line. I don't know why you'd still foul by this point.
Well, you can't let him dribble the clock out, because that means you're giving up. And the one thing that I think Coach McDonald has always been consistent with, especially this season, is never giving up.
Never give up. Yep.
Whenever the girls have been, maybe out of the game by a lot, it's been a blowout. Their heart has always been there, and that's very commendable for this team.
Miller goes for the second one, unable to, as that will be a foul on Davis, as Quinn will now go up to the line.
And we talk about, both coaches got to be happy. Coach Rahaman Noel got to be happy he's coming out here with a W, but Coach McDonald, these girls played maybe their best game all year against a really tough opponent in Woodbury, and they're a young team. Again, we talk about a lot, sophomore-heavy team, so they're only going to get better as they go along from experiences like this.
Yeah, they battled, and you had some threes that were hit early on in the first half. That helped. The way they played their half-court defense in that zone, I think, was a big thing. You've really made a very good team work for their baskets, and if you're the underdog going against this Woodbury team, that's all you can ask for.
Quinn able to make that second one, and it's a timeout from...
I think it's a timeout from Woodbury.
Interesting timeout called.
Yeah, that just confirmed from the scorer's table. It's a Woodbury timeout. Not sure why you're calling a timeout up by 9 with 11 seconds to go.
I'm just going to think that he just wants to settle everybody down. I'm not sure. Just
Hoping
just
you can
spread it, get the ball, spread everybody out. Because obviously Sterling, like John was saying, is playing a little aggressive. Here we look at our next TV event. That's going to be tomorrow night, and that's going to be wrestling, 5:30. Sterling going against Haddon Township. You can see it live on Channel 19 or on YouTube. It's going to be streaming. So Sterling Wrestling against Haddon Township as we look at Alexa Davis, who Sterling, again, battled against, and she had to fight hard, but showed that even when she's double teamed, was able to finish. And she's going to be one of the ones we're going to talk to at the end of this game, in addition to Molly Miller. And then Jacob, you can go get Coach Kate McDonald and then see whatever players you want to get. Okay, I'll go over to the Woodbury side. So we're going to take a break. Woodbury wins it 53-44. We'll be back with the post-game show.
Tank Maroney!
Where am I?
Tank Maroney, you are being convicted of not wearing your mask and exposing others to COVID.
I've done no such thing.
Show me.
Here's our proof. Please forgive me.
Silence! For your recklessness to not abide by the rules, I sentence you to 10 months of short breath.
Endless coffin.
And endless pain.
No!
We in here for the same thing?
Yeah. Sadly.
Dude, are you kidding?
Pictures.
Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
This is the first time you guys won in 42 years. That has to feel good.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. I didn't know that was ever. I never knew that happened. This is a big accomplishment for for me and my team. We always just work hard. We work hard every practice. Working hard on our plays. Conditioning. We're always want to be on go.
And talk about the physical nature of this game tonight.
Sterling definitely came out good. They definitely, held their own. But me and my teammates, we knew that we had to play hard and keep playing good defense because they can definitely shoot the ball well.
Obviously, you're having an outstanding year. Does it seem like with each game, teams are trying to find a way to send help defenders and really defend you tougher as the season gets going?
Yes, definitely. But, I have Niall Miller and Janasia Clinton that will definitely help out. So I know a lot of teams aren't going to box and one me or double team me because they're right behind me scoring.
And talk about, obviously you guys can score, you dish the ball off, as we look at some of the highlights here. Talk about your aggressiveness defensively, how you guys have pride in that.
We always work on shell drill every practice. We always know we have to communicate when we're definitely playing against shooters like Sterling. They definitely shot the ball well. We just knew we had to play hard and rebound too, and not give them second chances.
Well, Alexa, wow, what a game! And you did a great job, and I can see you guys have a lot of great things in store for you this year. Thanks for coming on with us, and best luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Good luck. And Niall, Alexa, could you get Niall moving? And we're going to have Niall Miller come over here in a second for her post-game interview. Niall, excellent game, and you're going to talk right into the microphone here.
Okay.
Boy, the first thing that sticks out about you is how well you defend. You did a lot of things offensively. We're going to get to that, but talk about what your game defensively is all about, what you try to do.
Go for fast breaks. I'm really long, so I can steal the ball easily. So I just try to, I'm a very fast player, so yeah. Very
quick for somebody who's your height and your length. Have you always had that type of quickness out on the court?
Yeah, I've always been really long and lengthy, so yeah.
And on the offensive end, you look like you have the ability to finish. Talk about how when you get in close, you just have that knack for putting the ball off the backboard.
I think that's like another thing because I'm long. I can like stretch my arm out over everybody, and because they're not as tall as me, so yeah.
And the other thing is, both you and Alexa are getting a lot of defenders your way, help defense, getting double teamed. Talk about how you guys try to get others involved.
Well, we try to draw the defense in towards us because we obviously know that they're going to try to trap us or double us. So we try to pass it out to for assists so they can get their stats up too and get them more involved.
And as far as you go, now we talked a lot about Alexa and a lot of the teams that, a lot of the colleges that she's looking at and has had interest and offers. Have you had any offers? Is there any colleges that have talked to you?
Well, I'm committed to Howard. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are committed there.
Yeah.
Okay, Division I college.
Yeah.
That's it. You've got to be excited about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And we'll go back to the season. In the short run, what's the goals that you guys have this year?
We want to win states because we're Group 1 and nobody really expects that from us, so we want to win states.
And we mentioned that. You guys, I would definitely say your favorites in Group 1. Niall, thanks for coming on with us, and hey, best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And we're going to take a quick break and be back with a couple of the Sterling girls after a short minute break.
Bullying, no matter the circumstances, someone will always be there for you.
Over 160,000 kids refuse to go to school each day in fear of being bullied.
Stop bullying and be united.
Oh, we on? Okay, Mr. Schul's back here with our players of the game from Sterling. We're first going to talk to Mackenzie McDonald, and I'm going to lead into this thing I did talking to the Woodbury girls. That was a battle. Talk about the battle down low, the physical nature of this game.
Oh my gosh. I mean, going into it, like knowing how those two girls play and just like who they are, it's like definitely you're going to have to go in there and battle. And they're tough players. They're really good players. Definitely like probably the hardest challenge we've had like all season. And it was just, we knew it was going to be physical. And I really think that everyone did like a really good job and like and helped defense and just like collectively as a whole.
And is this the type of game, you know, you guys have definitely gained confidence, been playing better this year. Mm-hmm. This is definitely, do you think this is the type of game where if you played them early in the year, you wouldn't have had the same result, would not have been as close as it was?
I definitely agree, because in the beginning of the year, we were definitely going through some growing pains, and it's just like we really found like who we are and what we're like our strengths are and like what we're really, really good at. So I think playing them like right now was like the best possible timing.
And talk about, we were impressed with your team was the zone defense and the communication. Talk about that, how you guys were able to double.
Yeah, we never really have played like a zone defense like that hard before, and the motive behind it was just so like we could try to like slow the game down. I don't really know how much we slowed it down because it seemed like really fast the whole time, but definitely like the zone, we did like a really, really good job. I was really proud of like everyone. Tori and Raina did a great job of talking and just telling us, like, and everyone did a great job in help defense.
No doubt about it. And as we look at what you were able to do tonight, and again, on the offensive end, you guys did a nice job moving the ball around, having some patient sets. Talk about that and then capitalizing.
We knew going into it that we had to, like, just take time off the clock. And I think doing that also helped with the outcome of the game because, like, we are really good at like running the floor, going fast, and just kind of like playing just like at quick pace. But for this game, I was really impressed with everyone and how we just were able to slow the game down, actually like run like through the possessions for a while, and like that's going to help us for like playoffs and stuff to be able to hold the ball and slow everything down for a little bit and just take our time. I
agree. This is a game that'll definitely get you guys battle tested. Mackenzie, great job.
Thank you.
It's a loss, I know, but I mean, this is something you can build
on. We're all really proud of ourselves.
Absolutely.
For that, so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, thanks for coming along, Mackenzie.
You.
Congrats. And Bridget is being pushed on here by Tori, as a good senior leader would do. You did an outstanding job. Go to the mic right there. Boy, you did an outstanding job against some Division I defenders. Talk about what it was like out there on the perimeter.
They're really tough and they're really quick, but in practice we just have to we always work on, and all of us push each other really hard, so we work on that a lot in practice, and we just want to stay in front of them and try to help each other out.
And your team strategy was to try and slow the game down. Mm-hmm. They wanted to speed you up with the press, and the impressive thing was how you guys were able to beat the press. And you're the point guard, you're a big part of that. Walk us through how you guys were able to do that.
Well, it's really hard when there's big girls coming at you with their arms running, and if you just use your pump fakes and then swing the ball, it's really hard for them to knock it out.
Did you ever have, and she's running behind us, we had her on here, Niall Miller, what she was able to do on the perimeter. What did you do differently going against her that you wouldn't do against somebody else?
I kind of try to stay back behind her because I know she'll go right by me. She's really quick, but I just stayed in front of her and try to force her to shoot.
And the other thing we liked what you did and we've seen you do is the no-look passes. Is that something you try to do to keep defenses off bounds?
Yeah, because when you're a defender, it's hard to read where they're going. So if you look one way and pass it the other way, they're gonna go that way.
And the last thing I'll say to you, Bridget, is this is a young team. Obviously, you're running the point. Does it seem like as the year has gone, your team's gelling? You guys are starting to know where each other.
Yeah, definitely. We're working really good together, and I'm excited for the next few years.
Well, you should be, Bridget, and great job tonight. Again, I'll say to Mackenzie what I said to you, it's tough having to pull positive things out of a loss, but you definitely have some positives to pull out of how you challenged a team like this.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for coming on with us.
Thank you.
Okay, great job. And we're going to have Jacob come out and talk to Coach McDonald. We can get her.
Joined here by Coach McDonald. Obviously a tough loss to a good Woodbury team, but it seemed as though your girls played maybe their best all season. Can you talk about the heart and effort they put into this game?
Hey, I think that shows potentially how good our team is and can be. But we just told them, this team is good. They're coming into your gym. When they leave, let's let them know that they came in and played Sterling. Just leave everything out there, and they sure did.
And you knew the caliber of players. I'm sure you knew the caliber of players you were going up against. Did you have, obviously the zone defense was probably built to stop them in the low post.
It was just, they're quick, they're athletic, they're big, and we're quick. We're not very big, and the smart thing to do was to just try to pack things in, make sure the help was always there. They had a tough shooting night from the outside. I think they're not used to seeing a zone, and sometimes that gets teams a little bit off kilter. And they followed the game plan. I thought they were excellent.
And the one thing that really stood out to us is the free throws and the foul trouble. Can you get into a little bit of if you harp on them during practice, because some of those things have seemed to be an issue all season?
Meaning us knocking down the foul shots, like us shooting. Yeah, it's been plaguing us all season. It is something that we work on in practice. It's just something that they have to get done in the game. And us committing the fouls is just them being aggressive, and that's the way we're teaching them how to play. So.
And then this team is, a young sophomore-heavy team. Can you talk about the youth of this team, especially how helpful it is getting an experience like this against good players like Alexis Davis?
Yeah, it's definitely, building towards the future, learning, what we have to do, the direction we want to go in. But, we're focused on this year. We're following the leadership of the seniors. And the sophomores are growing under them, but just, 1 year at a time, one game at a time.
Thank you for coming on with us. Tough loss, but the girls
played
well.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Hand it over
Thanks,
to
guys.
John Hallwood back in the booth.
Our next TV game will be Friday, January 28th, wrestling, as Sterling will take on Haddon Township. That will be live on Channel 19 YouTube. That would be youtube.com/SterlingTV19. And just a great game from the Lady Knights. Unable to get the win. A great fought battle between the Thundering Herd and the Lady Knights as this game ends 53-44. And to wrap this up, special thanks to Mr. K, Kevin Schulz, Tire Tech Crew, Jacob Clark. I'm John Hallwood.
And I'm Sherry Coffee.
And that's a go night.